Good evening, race fans. Welcome to another weekly Super Mario Bros. 3 randomizer race. It's the best Super Mario you ever know, except it's never how you remember it. I am Diesel Pilot here to call the action on our scrambled trip through the Mushroom Kingdom. Performing the run, we have 4 volunteers from the community's racers who will showcase their skills for your entertainment. They are in the top left, Johnny Link. We got on the top right, Leslie Pro 4. And on the bottom of the screen, we have Animus United on the left and DLP 316 on the right. I've seen these guys before. They're pretty awesome, so I'm looking forward to see what they're able to do for us this evening. The flag set being used for this race tonight, I believe, is the Group 2 flags from the 2020 race, or the 2020 tournament that we had recently. What that means is the overworld maps are out of order, place enemies are shuffled, the Koopa Kids will probably be in the wrong airships. It's going to be mass hysteria. So let's go ahead and get your guesses, chat, for what our first world's going to be. I'm going to go say world 2 because that's a desert world and I'm living in a desert right now. So put out your guesses. You got 1 through 7 are the valid answers, and we can see what you put in there. I got some 7s, 4s, 6s, 3s, 5s. Oh, nice picks. Yeah. World 2, I knew somebody was going to join me with World 2. Thank you, Amaretta. And of course, even the occasional one, World 1. Is this even randomized if it's World 1? Yes, I know. So there's many features of the randomizer I'll talk about as they show up on the screen. I see then the Merc that they're getting ready to go here very soon. So we'll be having this as they hit their start buttons in just a moment. There we go, and we have World 5 for starting out. And looks like pretty linear so far in Fort Knox to begin. So everybody has to go and get that Tanuki suit. On the plus side, you'll be getting a Tanuki suit. On the bad side, well, you gotta go and take the long route. But at least you're able to, you know that everybody else has got the same slow start that you'll have. No problem though. Looks like we got Leslie Pro and DLP making quick runs back to that P-switch. They're going to be getting that here shortly. And Johnny Link Animus right behind them. Yes, what a start, chat. I agree. We're going to have to wait for the P-switch. Is this even a race? There we go. So as I was saying, there's many features of the randomizer. We'll be talking about them as they show up on the screen. Also, chat, if you have any questions, you're watching this live, go ahead. Feel free to ask. We'll be ready. We'll be very happy to tell you what all's going on if you're not sure what you're seeing. I did see a question earlier. Somebody's asking about the warp whistles. For this randomizer, this is warpless. Any place where a warp whistle would have been given has been turned off. It's been changed to some other item. So, for example, in World 1-3, if you went to go get Toad's house, or in the World 1 Fortress, you'll have a different thing. Oh, we got 5-9. So we've got, oh, this is wonderful. We got Fort Knox, World 7 F1. And then right behind that, we've got a mandatory 5-9. At least it was nice enough to give you the Tanuki suit as you go into it. So at least you can kind of help control your drifting or your jumping. Although some of the runners, they probably would rather just go ahead and maybe take a hit on one of those fire chomps. Sometimes it can be a little bit difficult or different trying to jump around with Tanuki suits. And yes, I am wondering who rolled this seed. I know who rolled the seed, and if he wants to out himself, I'll let him. Otherwise, I'm going to keep it to myself. It looks like DLP and Leslie enter the exit pipe at about the same time. They're going to be making their way over, and Animus looks like Animus had a fall, so he's going to have to be replaying that stage. Our next fort, mandatory fort, is 3F2. So we get the Tanuki suit as we go into 3F2. It's the wrong suit. It should be the frog suit. Come on, I think the game knows who rolled this seed. Leslie and DLP are both making their way through the precision swimming portion, dodging the stretch boos, and getting on in. Let's see, they'll get in shortly into that pipe. There they go. And they're going to make their way to Boom Boom, and Boom Boom, everybody knows how to take Boom Boom down. 3 quick hits, and he's gone. Animus clears. Yes, Animus clears 5-9, so he's out of there. That's brutal. It's taken some, as long as it takes 3 stages sometimes just to get an entire World 1 done. And this is the 5-6. This is the de-auto-scrolled version of 5-6. Is the very next stage. For those of you who don't know, the Randomizer is a ROM hack developed by one of our very own Fred Coughlin. Oh, hey, it looks like Animus found a frog suit. Nice, nice. Who made several other hacks, and one of those was he was able to turn off the auto-scrolling feature for most of our stages, including this coin ship here, 5-6, which you just saw, except one of the stages he was not able to turn off due to how it works was 5-9. So 5-9 had to stay in, and it's developed a reputation in the randomizer community because of that technical inconsistency. Oh yes, Burt Reynolds, yes, de-auto-scrolled. Yeah, this is a wonderful randomizer program that's been made. Lots of other features. If you see anything you're wondering about, feel free to ask. As I said, Animus is getting the Boom Boom kill. There he goes. He's out of that fortress. Wasn't able to keep the frog suit, but he was able to move on. And looks like Johnny Link went ahead and picked up the 5-up, and he is already in the World 3 airship. Looks like the World 3 airship is going to be taking the place of World 5's airship. We will see Roy here, Roy Koopa. Since it was World 5 was the overworld, he'll be the one taking Wendy's place in the airship. Looks like he's not even a hefty Roy, but he took 3 hits. Oh, he's trying to be our boy. He took 4 hits to make him say goodnight. So Johnny Link is the first one to beat one of the Koopa kids with 4 hits. And chat, guess your next world. I'm going to go ahead and say World 2 again because it hasn't been picked yet. So let's see, World 2. And, oh yeah, I should point out that was a paradox pipe, I believe, that let them get so quickly through World 5. So after a long few stages, they were able to get out World 5 pretty quickly, thanks to the paradox pipe. And a wild Tanuki appears. Yes, command. Oh, we got World 1. Looks like that fortress is going to be required. And the fortress turns out to be the Air Force. Off we go into the wild blue yonder for the Koopa Air Force. Yes, yes. And I would imagine that they might not be too happy about having their Tanuki suits and raccoon tails. In fact, DLP may have intentionally dropped his. Sometimes the raccoon tail can make the jumps a little bit more difficult for some of the runners. The physics is a bit different. Animus having to take a boomerang brother fight in the water gets smallified, but looks like he did get that mushroom. Yes, he did. So he's able to get out of that pretty quickly. After getting the mushroom, we got 5-2. 5-2, of course, the world with the very long drop. If you miss the exit to the pipe there that you see Johnny Link getting, that can make a long trip down through the Mushroom Kingdom sewers. You don't want to go there, especially if you're doing a race. And it looks like first 2 runners get successfully through the top part, and Leslie Pro is going to send that pile driver Micro Goomba down. He's going to get away from there. So all 3 of them get out of there with no trouble, and they're on into the Sunlock Johnny Link trying it with those Sledge Brothers. Nicely done, though, getting rid of it with that tail. And the hammer is the reward. In the randomizer, the hammer, in addition to breaking rocks, can also break locks. I believe this flag set did have it where the locks can be broken. I actually have to check up on that. But we do have a flag set option so that the hammers can break the locks in addition to breaking rocks. Interesting little sprite glitch there on Leslie Pro's side as he was entering the exit pipe. Johnny Link's already. Here we are, 8 minutes in. He's already in the next airship. Looks like the World 5 airship. So World 5 airship appears in World 1 after appearing in World 5. And he's going to face Larry. And he's got firepower. Let's see. Larry takes one hit and gets rid of his firepower. So 3 hits now. Let's miss some of the action. I think 4 hits. And there he goes. So get your next guesses. Let's see if we have any more guesses on what our next world's going to be. I'm going to say 4 this time because I was wrong twice already. Thanks for joining me with 4. We got 7 available, 2, 3, 4, 6 still out there to be had. Mama always said life is like a box of hammers. So Animus is now about to join us in World 2, posing as World 1, as he fights off Roy. And we do have World 2 now. All right. And it looks like we've got a pipe transition to start, so this could be a very quick World 2, depending on where that pipe goes. Although I think it was just to this... Oh, hey, we do get to skip a little bit. Do have an option, possibly, to use that hammer. And we have 6F2 as our first fortress, Elsa's Frozen Thwomp Paradise. Lots of thwomps, lots of ice blocks. Looks like we got hit by something there. And Leslie Pro is joining us in World 2 also. Where is he? He's going to take the pipe transition as well, see where that takes him. And DLP picks up the power-up on the end of the airship as he goes into his fight against Morton. Oh, he's already at Morton. That is World 3. Wow. I missed that. He jetted that one. Taking the lead. Nicely done, DLP 316. Oh, we have one of our... Leslie Pro is taking one of our beta stages. Ah, that's... I was wondering, he must have done some of those... Yep, thanks, thanks, chat. I figured he had to have used a hammer and maybe a cloud or something to skip the levels. That's why we're seeing this beta stage. That was in the level that he clouded over. Leslie Pro's using a star to fight off the Hammer Brothers. A nice use of a star. Gets a cloud in exchange, so very nice use of a star. Trades it out for a cloud. DLP's in 4F2 in World 4. Wow, that was so quickly. I even forgot to ask what the next map would be. Sorry, Chad, I am slacking off on you. And it was the World 4 airship, though, as we see there on the Johnny Lincoln Leslie Pro's side. Animus United got into 5-2, and you're going to see him now taking the path through the Mushroom Kingdom sewers. Lots of ice blocks. It can be kind of challenging, too, since it also means he's going to have to avoid all those buzzies that like to, or the busters that like to throw the ice blocks. Now we got 4F1. Those World 4 fortresses like to hang out together, as you can see DLP's side. Yeah, that was it is a Fred action going on there with the fortresses, indeed. Since DLP has taken the lead temporarily, I'm going to go ahead and switch the audio to his screen. And yeah, so we got both of our World 4 fortresses in World 4, on World 4. So yeah, this is a major Fred action going on here. He's using his stars to clear out the Hammer Brothers. Good call there. We got our 4 fortresses being played simultaneously by Johnny Lincoln and Leslie Pro. They are synced up there as they clear out the fortresses. And Animus made quick work of Larry. He's going to try for the off-screen 1 grab. He may have gotten it. Now with both the fortresses cleared out, the bridge is built. DLP's taken it into the fortress, and it's the World 1 fortress. Unfortunately, the World 4 fortress couldn't be in World 4 or the World 4 airship couldn't be in World 4 since it was already played as the World 3, but he's able to get to Iggy, and Iggy is beefy, taking 2 hits with the Earthquake, 3 hits. Let's see, now we're looking at 4 hits, and Iggy is a 4-hit Earthquaker. So see you later, Iggy. Well, we'll see you in a couple of minutes on the other screens. Looks like Animus was also making some quick work. I think he used a couple of his items to make a quick work through the World 2 screen, so he may be joining us in World 4 shortly. But DLP is already about to enter World 5. I'm going to say, oh yeah, I'm going to say 6. I don't think we've seen 6 yet. So, and 6 can be an interesting one, but 7's also fun. Hey, there we go, we got 6. I was right once. And there is a fortress. He's going to bypass the fortress, and he ends up in 7-7. So he's going to have to pick up those stars to get his to get racing on through. This continuous Starman feature of the original vanilla game, and the audio is a little bit off, I believe. But he was able to get on through. Took 1 damage boost in order to try to speed up his passing through 7-7. And he's going to take into 2-5. So we now will see Johnny Link is going to go play the Fortress. It's the World 8 Fortress. So we won't be seeing this one in World 8. Ooh, he gets hit trying to get the past the rotodiscs. Those rotodiscs are randomized as part of the randomizer, so the usual patterns that you may be used to seeing aren't going to be present with the randomizer. Leslie Pro also goes into the fortress, finds the World 8 Fortress. He's still got his Tanuki suit. And we got DLP. Oh, nicely done, Leslie, with the statue power. DLP taking the Fire Flower to the Hammer Brother fight. Good use of it. Gets a P-Wing. I think that's an extra P-Wing he's got now. Johnny Link and Leslie Pro 4 finishing up the World 8 Fortress and moving along. Now we may see that this is a risk, but it could pay off depending on what is required for DLP when he gets into World 6. And it looks like he's in 7-6 now. And you see him trying to do the clip. You really don't want to have to try to climb 7-6. That is a long, long trip. And I got chat saying that the fortress wasn't needed. I didn't see on the map where that was, but you very well. I trust the chat, especially this particular chatter. And the clip was done. And looks like we do have a locked door still, so another fortress is going to have to be played. I don't think he has a. I don't think he's got a hammer. And I see the fortress there, right in the middle of World 6. Oh, Johnny Link, nice Fire Flower to say bye-bye to Boss Bass in the 3-9 beta. He's going to come back. There he is, going to avoid it, but nicely done twice in a row. Boss Bass is going to go hungry tonight on Johnny Link's side. So we see DLP going in, taking World 2 Fortress after not spending the hammer. And it's not especially long, although it can take a little while. And he gets on through it just fine. You see Johnny Link in the World 1-4 de-auto-scrolled and gets out of it very quickly. Leslie Pro having to dodge Boss Bass on the beta. And Animus picks up another hammer from a Hammer Brother. DLP, after clearing the fortress, it's going to go back to the other side of the map, and he'll be out into the airship very soon. And there we go. It's a World 2 airship. And he'll be playing Lemmy. He'll be on his little circus ball, throwing circus balls. But since he's, well, fireball power might, well, let's see if he can get it. He's got one hit already. He's dodging the balls. Nicely done. Nicely done. I think that the audio desync is getting me confused. I'm hearing and seeing things at different times. Animus has just finished up World 4, so he'll be joining them in World 5 shortly. And I got guesses for 7. We also have 3, I believe, still out there. So I'm going to say 7. Let's see what they give us. I also got guesses for 3. Oh, 3 is correct, and a pipe right off the bat. So let's check this pipe. See, it will at least skip us 1 stage. And that's all it's going to skip us. And we get taken to World 1-6 is our reward for taking the pipe. Animus, I think he may have just knocked the star man the other... Oh, no, he was able to get out of 7-7 despite the Angry Sun trying to chase him down. DLP's coming along just nicely. Gets cleared out of World 1-6 despite taking a hit and taking his iframes with him onto the map. And he's going to see what's this next fortress. It is 7F2. I hate 7F2. And something hit our friend DLP, who was not able to take it the first time without damage. He does check a pipe, finds himself on the other side of World 3's island. Now we do have, in World 3, you do have to take a pipe transition to the opposite side of the map to get to the airship, to leave World 3. So checking a pipe is essential for clearing it. And Boss Bass coming in out of nowhere in 7-8. Absolutely cruel. So it looks like DLP is just going to skip it by way of the P-Wing. But I think he does need to be careful, though, because Boss Bass can spawn at higher levels. There he goes. And since he does spawn Boss Bass higher, Boss Bass is going to stay at that height. And he's not going to have to deal with it until he re-enters the stage here in a minute. Animus is trying to get the fire kill on Lemmy. Of course, the weird hitbox and Lemmy not being on a regular flat surface like he normally appears on. He's just hovering there in the air, making it difficult. He finally gets rid of him. Leslie Pro is now in the Lemmy fight also. He takes care of him and keeps his tail for... Johnny Link has also joined us in World 3, posing as World 6. And DLP finds the super tanks. So as we've said, all the Koopa military levels, except for the first tanks that you encounter, since they end with a boom boom fight, they count as fortresses for the randomizer. Animus did do a great job catching up there. I have to give him some mad props for that. Let's see our runners. We have a variety of things going on. DLP is going to be our first out of World 6 here probably shortly, as he will fight Windy Koopa. And there's a chance that Windy's going to be Earthquakey. We've only seen one Earthquake so far, I believe. Unless it was Lemmy. Johnny Link getting through 7F2. Nicely done. That the narrow pipe there. Same time, Leslie Pro is trying to get through it. Gets hit once, but he's got Fire Flower, so he'll be able to use that to his advantage. Johnny Link's gonna... nicely done. Doesn't even have to... well, it gets the damage boost through the thwomp. But he's out there into the Boom Boom battle. DLP is going to be our first runner into World 7, which I believe is going to have to be World 7, so since that's the only one remaining. And so many of you in chat absolutely love 7F2. It's a thing. You do you, boo. So here we are, World 7. And we see the level we're going to have to take is 3-6, the de-auto-scrolled 3-6 level, the running through the platforms in the sky. And it looks like that was the exit pipe off that island in World 7, so that's going to be essential, mandatory. Oh, whoa! DLP took a wild bounce off that spinner, and lucky he didn't get knocked right down into the ground. That was a wild spin. That was impressive, but whew, made my heart skip there. Johnny Link is in 6F1, takes the elevator ride, and let's see if he's going to get a Boom Boom kill here with the Starman. Then, nope, he's going to have Fire Flower. It doesn't get the Starman. Leslie Pro taking a Super Tanks out and takes out Boom Boom. And DLP is on his way through 2-1. There he goes. Try to get the try to dodge the Paragoomba there. Looking at the map, looks like he's not going to have to hunt down a fortress because he's just going to use his hammer to access the pipes on the other side of it, and that rewards him with the island, with the castle. So he's just got one overworld level. It's the quicksand level, and then the mushrooms, or the piranha level from World 7 to do. Here he goes. He's off through the twister and making his way to the end of the quicksand level. It's so much easier when you don't have the angry sun trying to fight you as well. Leslie Pro is finishing up his fight against Wendy, and Johnny Link will be joining him shortly. I don't think there was a music box available for DLP, so he just gonna go play the short piranha level. Short but challenging. Gets a star for his trouble. Not the best reward, but it's a reward. You can put it to use. Nothing else. Bowser's Castle. We have the World 6 airship. Finally, as he finishes World 7, he's going to have Bloodwood Koopa here. And chat, how many bridges are we going to have in World 8? On the last screen, Bowser's going to have to, on the last screen, there's going to be a up to 0 through 4 bridges that'll have to be built. So that's the last guessing game we have. So anywhere from 0 through 4 is the valid answers. Got 1, 2, 3. I've seen 1, 2, 3. I'm going to say 4. I don't think I've ever seen it, except maybe once, but it's a possible answer. Johnny Link is clouding the level as he's trying to catch up to Leslie Pro. Leslie Pro, I don't think he had a hammer to use there, so he's going to have to play a couple of other levels. And here we go, as DLP takes the first entrance to World 8. We have 3F1. Now we know it's going to be at most 3 bridges because we've got 1 lock on the first screen. And DLP took the door... excuse me, sorry. He took door 5 and he got the star, and he was able to get the star kill on Boom Boom. So nicely done getting that. Johnny Link had to play 5-4 as he didn't have the exit, or I'm sorry, he didn't have a hammer to use. in order to bypass that. So there he goes. And DLP looks like, I think he got picked up. Did he try that? I think he tried that tank stage, and it was not the super tanks, it was the other tanks. He's trying. Or did he get picked up by a hand? Okay, so he got picked up by a hand. Yep, okay. And both of them are possibilities, and I did see the tank glyph on the dark room map. He's in 5F2, he's dodging all the Podoboos and getting his way out to Boom Boom, and he's clearing up the fight. Johnny Link and Leslie Pro are making their way through World 7. Johnny Link just defeated the Fortress, so that should break that lock that'll let him get through to the last island. Animus is about to join us in World 7. Leslie Pro is finishing up the Piranha stage. He'll be out to the airship shortly. And DLP got hand staged again. Sounds like he's going to play. It is 2-4. Whereas 2-4 has an upper section. You can see the bottom of it on the top of the screen there, kind of giving you a hint if you hadn't discovered it before that it is there. Nice little bonus stage full of coins and a few enemies. But he's going to take the fast route because this is a race. Leslie Pro and Johnny Link both in the airship, or they'll fight facing Ludwig. Leslie Pro finishes the fight first. Johnny Link's going to be joining him shortly. His DLPs finds the World 6, the Carpet Fort, 6F3. He'll have the elevator ride shortly. Bowser's Carpet Emporium. I like it, chat. And he's just taking the elevator ride with Boo and a hot foot, trying to not get caught, and he gets his way out. Taking it to Boom Boom. Animus has joined us in World 7. Oh, Johnny Link took a hit in the fight with Ludwig, so he's going to have to go back and rerun the airship. Meantime, Leslie Pro's entered the World 3 Fortress, so he's making moves. And, oh, looks like the DLP may have taken an intentional hit there. Yeah, he found that that tanks was the overworld level instead of a fortress, so he just took a intentional hit in 5-1 on the chain chomp arch. He finds 5-3, which is a relatively long level, pretty long. It's a double length of a regular overworld stage. You got to do the top and then go down and do. But he's going to play it. Ludwig definitely did not skip leg day. He was taking some really tall jumps there. I think that's what happens when the normally earthquakey Koopas end up not having the earthquake power. They get super jumps. The DLP is finding another pipe transition and another pipe transition. Just see where it takes them. And we see just the other side of the hand bridge map. But since he doesn't have to risk the hand bridge, he finds Bowser's stage. And he's got one bridge to build, and he's got the tanks posing as the Navy. So this could do it. This could give us our bridge, which would put him in the driver's seat for sure. And yeah, it was only one bridge this time. And his lead is it's pretty good. If this builds the bridge, then this puts him definitely in command. And it does build the bridge. He's in Bowser's castle. He takes a fire flower into it, and he's off to the races. Dodges the lasers, gets the lift up, takes the lift down. Here he is. He's on his way onto the rotodisc staircase, making his way up to the Everman clip. And hit that one-up mushroom. Working on the clip. Come on, working on the clip. Work that clip. There we go. Into the Podoboo room. dodging the Potaboos as he takes a ride on, or takes a jump from donut lift to donut lift. And here he goes. Doesn't take the middle clip. He takes he doesn't take the top clip. He takes the middle clip, which I did just see done or demonstrated earlier this week. Nicely done, DLP, and he's into Bowser's fight. Takes the clip off the question mark, throwing fireballs into Bowser's face. Oh, but he gets hit. So he's going to have Bowser do the 5 stomps. And he gets hit by a Bowser fireball, so he's going to have to be careful and just let Bowser do his thing. There he goes. Other runners are trying to run, but they're not going to catch up unless something absolutely unexpected happens. DLP takes the 3rd hit. Bowser's got 2 more stomps to give. There he goes. All he's got to do is wait for this 1 more stomp. Here he goes. And, ladies and gentlemen, get your GGs out for our weekly winner, DLP 316. Nicely done there. And here we are. He has finished up his race with an official SRL time of 34 minutes, 16 seconds. GG DLP 316. We'll see here if he wants to join us in the commentator's booth. In the meantime, we've got Leslie Pro and Johnny Link also trying to get through their stages. We had Leslie Pro just finished the Navy, so he's got his clear path to Bowser's Castle. He's in Bowser's Castle now. He's on his ways with a Star and Super Mario, or I wasn't able to see what he picked. Got a Fire Flower. We'll see here in a minute when the Star wears off. It was a Fire Flower, so he's also going to try to get the fire kill on Bowser. He's climbing the Rotodisc staircase. Losing frames. I'm trying to commentate on it as it happens. I'm losing frames, though. Here we go. Gets the one up, gets the Everman clip. There he goes. He's into the Potaboo room. And looks like he's going to try the upper level clip. Gives it a couple of shots. Not making it. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on. You may not have seen the demonstration that came out earlier this week with the mid-level clip, but he does get the top-level clip, and he's into Bowser's fight. He'll be here joining us in just a minute in Bowser's room. Here he goes. He's got his fireball, and he's throwing fireballs into Bowser's face. Oh, he gets hit. He also gets hit by Bowser. Wasn't able to avoid that jump. I think Bowser cheated on that jump, though. And he gets smallified, so he's definitely going to have to be careful on this fight with Bowser. And Johnny Link is about to join him here in Bowser's Castle. Johnny Link has a Fire Flower, and oh, Leslie Pro gets hit. So Johnny Link is now in the best shot. And we do have DLP joining us in the chat, in the commentary booth. Welcome, DLP. GG and nicely done.
Hey, how are you? Thank you.
I'm doing great. So, beautiful race there. It looked like you took a lead pretty early on. I think it was about World 3 when you, or in World 2 when you did that maneuver to try to skip a couple of levels in World 2. And I think you broke a hammer or you broke a door, and then you clouded over a level, and you didn't look back from there.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, felt pretty good pretty much the whole race. Early on, there was a lot of... I'm talking right in the beginning, so that was... I thought we might be getting into a long one, but the items were really good. A lot of good, useful places for them. I thought I might be in trouble in 8, because I think if you immediately just played the 8-1, you might have been able to just go right to the end, so... but not exactly sure.
Yeah, I wasn't able to catch some of the routing decisions that were required in World 8. I was trying to keep up with you as you were going through, but I got turned around seeing a couple of fortresses in the overworld stages. Yeah, we have... Okay, so we did just have Johnny Link finished. His official time looks like 37 minutes and 48 seconds, and close on his heels here, we'll have Leslie Pro 4 finishing as well.
Nice.
So, yeah, 38 minutes and 8 seconds for Leslie Pro 4, so 20 seconds separating them, and you had about a 3.5 minute lead on them. So, but yeah, Fort Knox to begin, and then a mandatory 5-9 right after that was definitely starting to look like a long match.
Yeah, the good thing about getting Fort Knox first is that you know that everyone has to play it and everyone has to do it the long way. Whereas, if it's later in the game, somebody might, have the foresight to use a tail and they'll get an extra 30 seconds on you just by doing that. So it's nice to get it done early and then you got full power up going into the next level.
Absolutely. And since that was the Tanuki suit, now I was wondering, some people, when you're doing the 5-9, some people don't like having a tail because it kind of messes up the physics a little bit. I was wondering what your perspective on that was.
Tail's fine for 5-9. I don't like it, obviously, when I'm trying to clip, or I don't like it in the parabeetle level because I do a P-speed strat. And I actually had a tail for it this time. I was a little safe because I'm not used to doing it the slow way, like with the tail. But other than that, I don't like the tail for the Air Force either. But other than that, tail's pretty much fine for anything else, for the most part.
Indeed. And we do have Leslie Pro 4 and Johnny Link joining us in the commentator booth. GG's and good evening.
Good game, good game.
GG's.
So, yeah, we were just talking about the awesome start to the match, the mandatory 5-9 right after Fort Knox. So it was a interesting seed to begin with, for sure.
I'm just glad I didn't see any despawning platforms in 5-9. But I was kind of happy to get the Tanuki suit right off the bat.
Absolutely. Sorry, I think I heard something, but I think it was kind of muffled back there.
Yeah, that might have been me. I was having a bit of the hiccups and the roboting on this side, but, it's okay. I think it's passed.
Fair enough. Well, I figure I'd let the three of you discuss whatever you wanted to discuss, since y'all are the racers, y'all are the ones who are doing the awesome job.
I think I pretty much said everything that I wanted to say. Thank you for the commentary and everyone for the race and the restream and all that. Appreciate it. And you guys have a good one.
GG's. Crap, my hands are sweating. And it's not the heat that's doing it.
Well, it is the heat here. I'm currently in Las Vegas, and it's been 110 plus last several days. I am not enjoying this. Let's see. Looks like Animus
Understandably so.
Indeed. Looks like Animus is entered the Navy stage, so he'll be joining us here shortly as he makes his way into Bowser's Castle. But it was a fun race to call. Definitely a few routing decisions, things that were made that changed the pace of the game. I believe it was DLP's decision in World 2 to use the hammer to break the rocks and then cloud over one of the levels that really got him the advantage that he took through the rest of it. But it was still a great race and very interesting. Y'all did get close back together towards as y'all entered World 7. People started to try to close the gap, but the other thing was he also had a hammer in World 7 to break the lock that was guarded by one of the fortresses, so that really set him ahead.
Yeah, that was the one fortress in World 7, which wasn't that much of a pain in the butt to deal with. I mean, we'd already dealt with all the gross stuff. I mean, we start with early fort. I'm thinking, oh no, hopefully no early 7F2. Nah, 7F1. And then I basically took the Tanuki suit from that through half the game. Like, I kid you not, I didn't take damage until late in Dark Door Maze because of a funny bonk I took late in this stage. But, whew,
Yeah.
I have not put up a performance like this in some time, and it feels really good.
Well,
Even with the late Bowser death.
Yeah, I would say it was definitely a good run. And I think I was looking at you hitting or getting the command message later on after a couple of the later airships, and I'm thinking, is he still on that first Tanuki suit? I'm gonna have to watch this stream again because that was some nice maneuvering there.
Thanks. I've not maneuvered like that to avoid damage like that in a very long time. So to go no hitter through 4 of 8, wow.
Yeah, that's.
I'll just say this. I am a little salty that I slipped and accidentally jumped when I didn't mean to. Like, in the Bowser fight, that's what cost me second place right there so easily.
Yeah, you did have the lead going in.
Yeah, even so, that was a heck of a run, and then one that I'm very happy with.
I would definitely say, yeah, you definitely pat yourself on the back. That was an impressive run to see, and as well for all of our other runners. Animus United has just finished up with his official time, 44 minutes and 13 seconds, and still had a very nicely done run throughout. Had a couple of just kind of things that happened that are just kind of unfortunate things that happen just playing Mario, and I still have to give them some mad respect for an awesome performance, as well as for the rest of you guys.
Yeah, GG's to everybody. This was a very fast-moving seed because it got going early and it got going often. We had enough clouds and we had enough resources to just power through it. So yeah, Mario 3 for you folks.
Yeah, it was a fun one. Thanks a lot for having me.
I enjoyed calling it, and yeah, I'm glad to see it. Let's see, I haven't seen yet if Animus wants to join us in the booth. I kind of say probably, maybe not. But I figure I'd give you guys an opportunity. If you had any other final comments you wanted to say or anything coming up, let's hear it.
Not much other than can't wait for the next one. And I greatly appreciate you for commentary and all the racers and all the viewers. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. It was our pleasure. GG's, everyone. See you next week.
Good games indeed.
Good game, gentlemen. And that is the end of our race for today then. So with DLP 316 taking a commanding lead and going right on through it, Johnny Link, Leslie Pro 4, and Animus United finishing up shortly behind. We had a wonderful match. I enjoyed it, and that concludes our Mario 3 action for tonight. But if you're looking for more action, there's races you can check out. The VODs here on Twitch or on the Speed Gaming YouTube channel. You can also go to speedgaming.org, click on the schedule link to view the complete schedule of all of Speed Gaming's past and upcoming events. Our runners did a great job, so check out their channels and give them a follow, please. It means a lot to them. And I want to give a shout out to our participants in chat, as well as the rest of our viewers, for whom we're all glad we can provide our performances. And we especially want to thank our volunteer crew of stage managers, tech support, and administrators from speedgaming.org who work to make these events possible. I want to thank you all. And that's all I have. So from Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Diesel Pilot, wishing you good RNG and all the P-Speed you need. Good night, good luck, and have fun.